Hi everyone, Justin Allen Montgomery with Procore Start. Today I want to talk about how you can be at the top of the pyramid within your profession. Okay, now what do I mean by that? So there's a pyramid, correct? There's the people at the very, very top in your profession, and then it kind of just funnels down to everyone else. The very, very bottom would be basically like, new grads, essentially. Okay, you want to be at the top of that pyramid. Okay, you want to be at the top of the professional pyramid. And how you do that is that you funnel down your knowledge and experiences and skills down to everybody else. You sell them on something that just funnels down all the way down to the bottom, essentially. Okay. So if you were a lawyer, for example, okay, I'm just complete examples here. Okay. It's just total examples. You're a lawyer. You are an M&A lawyer, for example. All right. And you're going to teach other lawyers how to break into M&A and start their own M&A firm, as an example. Okay, I mean that might be total bullshit. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works or not, but I'm just giving an example. All right. So you're at the very, very top. You're the M&A lawyer up here, and you're teaching all these other lawyers how to break into M&A and how to start their own M&A firm. All right. So what happens is that you're up here, you're teaching these people how to do it, and they're paying you. And then it just funnels down. All these lawyers are learning what you're teaching them. They're opening up their own firms, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, until it gets all the way down to the bottom to new grads. They're learning what you're teaching. And eventually it just becomes saturated because of what you taught. But you're still at the top, making all the money. All right. That's kind of how it works with professional education, online continuing education. That's pretty much how it works. Okay. You are a dentist and you are going to teach other dentists how to start a cosmetic dentistry practice. Okay. You're at the top. You're going to teach all these people how to do it. All these dentists how to do it. Okay. You teach them. The knowledge funnels down to, veteran dentists, mid-level dentists, new grad dentists. Okay. They're all opening up their own, cosmetic dentistry practices. More and more are opening across the country. More and more are opening. It becomes more competitive. It's a race to the bottom. But you're still at the top. Like you're still at the top, collecting all that money from the education. You're at the top of the pyramid, okay? You always want to be at the top of the pyramid in your profession. You never want to be in the middle and you never want to be at the bottom, okay? Because that means there's people above you that are doing better than you. If you're in the middle, there's people above you that are doing better than you, and there's people below you that want to be you, okay? So you always want to be at the top, funneling down the information, the knowledge, the skills, teaching them how to do it. Because professionals are hungry to learn new skills, new knowledge, new information to make them more competent, okay? Every professional is, right? I mean, I'm a nurse practitioner. I still love learning about, new clinical protocols, things like that. Right now I'm basically a, online course business entrepreneur. I mean, I love teaching people how to start online course businesses, and I still love learning about new things. Okay. But I'm trying to be at the top here of the pyramid of teaching people how to start online course businesses. If you are a professional and you have knowledge and information, try to be at the top of the pyramid, okay? Learn how to funnel it down. You don't want to be at the bottom. You don't want to be in the middle. You want to be at the top. So figure out what problem can you solve, okay, for your profession. What problem can you solve? What solution can you provide them to that problem? And when you do that, you will be at the top and you'll help all these people fix their problems, right? And you will be paid handsomely for it and you will remain at the top of that pyramid, all right? So keep that in mind. I hope this makes sense. Like some people might be, this going over their head and, it might not make sense to them, but hopefully for some of you, this is making sense. Okay. Be at the top of the pyramid. All right. Be the online course business entrepreneur that you were meant to be. All right. Make that passive income, build $1 million business that you can eventually sell and walk away with that FU money. That's where you want to be. All right. That's where I'm at. It's great. All right. Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.